From honey to chapstick to candles and shoe polish. Use any of those products and you can thank bee pollination.
Yeah, but across the world, scientists worry that bee populations are dying off. So for the first time ever, a very specific bumblebee has made the endangered species list. So what's going on?
Well, tonight's special report, Saving the Hive, News 3's Denise Roche brings us the buzz on bees.
Gilcrease Orchard is about 60 acres. We have 60% of that are fruit trees.
It's been a Las Vegas favorite for generations.
I've never seen an apricot that big.
A working farm in the middle of an urban environment. Here at Gilcrease Orchard, director of this operation,
So I just released the queen through this other little trap door.
Mark Rubin suits up to check on a certain segment of his workers.
I guess I need more sugar water for them. They drank it all.
25 beehives, each containing up to 50,000 bees apiece. This infrared camera picking up the body heat of the orchard's unsung heroes.
Bees are very important for the fruit trees especially because they pollinate the flowers, and that's what gives you the fruit. If you don't get pollination on a lot of things, you don't get any fruit.
But while Rubin's bees are thriving, that hasn't necessarily been the case around the world. About 10 years ago, beekeepers as a whole began reporting an alarming drop. Bees disappearing by the millions. State entomologist Jeff Knight with the Nevada Department of Agriculture says here in our state, the news is better.
There's a lot of research going on to develop new strains of bees that are resistant to the numbers of the viruses and the mite problems that they have. So I think, again, the research is going to catch up with the issue.
Still, for some farmers, just getting enough bees can be a chore. Almond groves in California, for instance, relying on bees trucked in from Washington and Idaho to pollinate their crops. And in March, the rusty-patched bumblebee became the first bee in the continental United States to land on the endangered species list. As for why bee colonies are collapsing, several theories have been floated, from pesticides to a tiny mite that's infecting the bees. Either way, the big question now, what do we do about it? Enter the Honey Nut Cheerios campaign. The mascot Buzz the honeybee removed from boxes to bring attention to the issue. General Mills even pledging to give away 100 million seed packets so customers can plant wildflowers and bring back the bees. The idea so successful, 1.5 billion packets were eventually distributed. And then there's the issue of Africanized honeybees.
It's a safety issue. If it's a situation where we know they're very aggressive, then we don't ask any questions, we just exterminate them.
Daniel Millett with Bee Master of Las Vegas was called out last summer when a man was killed by bees in southwest Las Vegas. And already this season, several attacks, including one near Eastern in Robindale. Still, if possible, he says he'll try to remove a nuisance hive without killing the bees.
Got a network of beekeepers and a couple of orchards that we can take them to locally. So if they're highly skilled beekeepers, then we can work with them.
Back at Gilcrease,
See, these are calm bees. Because they're just flying around, but they're not attacking you, and you can tell the difference.
Rubin says his hives are requeened every year with Italian honeybees to ensure the colony is not Africanized. Here at the orchard, he's all about education, increasing habitat for pollinators, and giving credit where it's due.
The trees would grow, but you just wouldn't have any fruit.
Denise Roche, News 3.
Hey, if you want to share Denise's story with a friend or check out any of our special reports again, you'll find them all on news3lv.com. You'll also find a special photo gallery we put together of the sometimes delicate process of shooting this story, Saving the Hive.
Yeah, we can only guess. New video today showing